We'll work out one more question from the same topic, that is realization expenses, just like the previous question. Then we'll move on to this realization account. The entries we have learned already, the posting we'll see. So the journal entry question we'll do first, that is illustration number 9. Past necessary entries on dissolution. Illustration 9. It is written, L, a partner, was appointed to look after the dissolution process, for which he was given remuneration of 10,000. Familiar entries I'll be just explaining. I'll not write it. You must write it in your book. I'll explain it. Compound entries I'll write. Okay, so he was appointed and he was to be given a remuneration of rupees 10,000. What is the entry for remuneration payable to the partner? Realization account debtor to else, L is the partner, else capital account 10,000. Should we write any second entry? Nothing is mentioned who is making payment. Who will make the payment? Since we have this information, like it is given remuneration to the partner will pay, partner will bear. So there is no entry, second entry is not there because partner's account will be debited, partners will be credited also, so there is no second entry. Then second transaction, dissolution expenses were paid by partner M, that also having the same answer. When expenses are paid by the partner, what is your entry? Realization account debtor to M's capital account, amount is 8,000. So all these you must write. Third one, dissolution expenses 5,000. Nothing is mentioned. Nothing means not even about the commission paid. So nothing is mentioned who will pay. The firm will pay. So the entry is realization account debtor to cash or bank. The next one I'll write. You read the question. We are giving remuneration to a partner. Then it is written like actual expenses remuneration. I think we are giving for 7,000 or something. Then actual expenses were 4,000. It's not mentioned who is making payment. Okay. For the remuneration payable, what will be the entry? Realization account debtor to, who's the partner here? P. So your entry is realization account debtor to P's capital account. It is 7,000 for the remuneration payable to the partner. Now, actual expenses amounted to 4,000. It is written, it is paid by P. So, when P is paying, that means the partner is paying. So, who will bear? Since remuneration is given to partner, he will bear it. So, partner bearing, partner paying, there is no entry. Only one entry we have. Then, fifth one. N, a partner was appointed to look after the dissolution process. He is to be given remuneration. Again the same entry, realization account debtor to N's capital. The amount is, what is remuneration amount? 9,000. Then same transaction we have. N agreed to bear the dissolution expenses. Actual expenses were paid by the firm. It is said that it is paid by the firm. So what will you write? To cash or bank. Whenever it is said it is paid by the firm. Now read that second sentence. N agreed to bear the expenses. N agreed to bear the expenses means N's account must be debited. Don't write realization. If the firm is bearing, if nothing was mentioned like N agreed to bear, you can write realization debt. Here specifically it is written N agreed to bear. So when the partner is bearing, you must debit his account, N's capital account debtor. That's why I'm asking you to write one by one. Divide the whole transaction into 2 or 3. One by one you try to write the accounts. Amount is 4,000. The next is sixth one. Q, a partner, was to be allowed a remuneration of 18,000. Immediately you write the entry. Then you move on to the next sentence. Realization account debtor to Q's capital account. Remuneration is 18,000. Then Q agreed to take over stock worth rupees 18,000 as his remuneration. The stock had already been transferred to realization account. Now the partner is taking over stock. I mean, instead of getting him cash, instead of receiving the amount in the form of cash, he is taking over asset means stock of 18,000. Partner taking over asset. What is the journal entry when partner takes over asset? You remember that? Partner's capital debtor to, can we write stock? No, because stock is already closed. So you must write to realization. So Q's capital debtor to realization, it's for the same amount, 18,000. Look into these two entries. Q's account credited, Q's account debited with the same amount. So that will get cancelled. Realization debited and realization credited with the same amount again. So these two entries will get cancelled. In effect, you can write no entry. You can write their alternative or no entry, but that's not needed. You write these two separate entries because after that only you came to know that the answer is no entry. So you write two separate entries, that's enough. So that question is over. Now we'll prepare realization account. Entries almost we discussed all type of questions. So now we'll move on to preparation of accounts. We'll start with realization account. Illustration 10, where they have asked you to prepare realization account. Two partners are there, 4:1 is their ratio. After that there is one balance sheet. Then just like previous chapters we have certain adjustments. So we'll see how to do realization. It's not revaluation, it's realization. Realization account. This is illustration number, is it 10 or 11? 10. The format is particulars amount, 4 columns. Just like revaluation, but items are different. The process is different. And you have already learned the process when you learned the journal entries. Yes. So what's the first step when you learned the journal entries? What's the first journal entry you learned regarding realization? We have to close all assets except cash in hand, cash at bank, P&L debit balance, advertisement suspense account, then capital or current account of partners, then loan given to a partner. Except these 6 items, you can transfer all assets including goodwill. Where will you take all these assets, all these items will be taken to the opposite side. Assets are there in the balance sheet right side. It will come on the debit side or the left side of realization. So we'll see what all assets we can transfer. First item, bank, we can't, so exclude it. The second one, we can transfer. So while you close assets and liabilities, look into the balance sheet only. Balance sheet figures will be recorded. Don't read adjustments now, just see the balance sheet. So the first one is debtors. 2 debtors. It is 60,000. So individually you have to write like this. Then to stock. Stock is 85. Then to furniture 1 lakh. Machinery 1 lakh 30. Okay, there is Shanti's current account on the asset side. Can we transfer it? No. It is something which we have to exclude. I'll tell you why we are excluding bank, current account and all that we'll discuss later. Okay, liability side, you can transfer all external liabilities. So just see what all external liabilities we have in the question. The first one given there is creditors. So that is an external liability. But directly you can transfer to the opposite side by creditors. Amount is 45,000. Second item is workmen compensation fund. It is having the same treatment just like previous chapters. Workmen compensation fund will be distributed among partners in their ratio. So that will go to the next account we have to prepare as partners capital account. In this question they have asked just realization account. So workmen compensation is to be given to the partners. The fund is to be divided among partners. No need to transfer here. Then current accounts and capital accounts are given. It is partners account. So it is not external in nature. Only external liabilities you can close. So only creditors we have. So assets and liabilities we closed. That step is over. Next you have to read the adjustments one by one. So till this time you need to look only into the balance sheet. After that we'll read adjustments. Shanti took over 40% of stock at 10% less than book value. What's the journal entry? Shanti's capital debtor to realization, and the posting will be, yes, posting will be by Shanti's capital. So journal entries we have learned already. So now posting you can do easily. Okay, the amount is not given. 40% of stock. Stock is 85,000. 40% you compute, you will get 34,000. It is taken at a discount of 10%. 10% less than the book value. So it is 3,400 which we have to deduct. 40% of 80,000 we got first. Then from that you calculate 10% on this amount. So this is how you have to do the calculation. So the amount is 30,600. Then for the same transaction we have the remaining stock, that is 60%, was sold for rupees 40,000. The sale value, realized value is directly given. You can directly write that. No need to go and compute 60% and all. Sale value is directly given. So how will you write the entry? Cash or bank account debtor to realization. So the posting is by, okay, you look into the balance sheet. Are they maintaining cash or bank balance? They are maintaining bank balance. So you also write by bank, the realized amount 40. Understood? Then what next? The next adjustment, furniture realized again by bank. Bank account debtor to realization. By bank 80,000. If you want, you can add all those figures together and write in the outer column, but that's again time consuming. This is easy. Then unrecorded investment. So it's not there in the books, whether it is recorded or unrecorded at all, due entries say. It is sold for 20,000. So again by bank 20. Then we have machinery sold at a loss of 60,000. So what is the realized value? Machinery's value is 1,30,000. It is sold at a loss of 60, means realized value will be 70. 1,30,000 minus 60. There 60 means the loss figure, not the realized value given. So by, not machinery, you must write by bank 1,30,000 minus 60. The realized value is what you have to write. Then finally we have debtors realized 55,000. So again by bank, debtors is also an asset, 55,000. Last transaction, outstanding bill for repairs 19,000 was paid. The paid means who will pay? Nothing is mentioned, firm will pay. Realization account debtor to cash or bank. Here it is bank. What is the amount? 19,000. Okay, account is almost over. So the first step is close all assets, close all liabilities. Then you have to read the adjustments and do. Okay, these are the steps. Next, what you have to check is, once you finish all the adjustments, you have to remember one point that is very much important. You should see whether all external liabilities are paid. Here we have an external liability, that is creditors, that we closed first. Now we have to see whether this external liability is paid. Did they mention in the adjustment like creditors were paid so much? It is not mentioned. So if nothing is mentioned, you must assume the firm paid the amount, that means the same amount 45,000, and you must record the entry. So always you must do this. Check whether all external liabilities are paid. If it is not paid, if nothing is mentioned in the adjustment, assume it as paid by the firm, and you must record the entry here. That is, when the firm is paying, it is realization to cash or bank. The amount is, it is the same amount as given in the balance sheet, that is 45,000. We closed first, now we settled it. Understood? This portion, there are chances for you to forget this, because we'll just write the adjustments, we'll post the adjustments, then we'll find the balancing figure. So you might forget this, so keep in your mind, check whether all external liabilities are paid. Nothing is mentioned, assume as paid by the firm. Now the question is over. You can just balance the account. Balancing figure is, so you will get a profit or a loss, just like revaluation account. Here it is a loss that is transferred to partners. We have two partners. So by loss transferred to, and here they are maintaining current account. So you write to Shantis. Are they writing it as current? Oh, capital account is also there. So you transfer it to capital itself, their balances, to Shanti's capital and Satya's capital. The amount is, the figure is, balancing figure is 98,400. Divide in the given ratio is given in the question. So 78,720 and 19,680. With that, your account is over. So how did we do realization account? We closed all assets except certain items. We closed all liabilities. Then we looked into the adjustments. And finally, you have to check whether all external liabilities are paid. So that's how you have to do realization account.